As teams continue to adapt to the technical reset introduced for the 2026 season, discussions in the paddock have increasingly shifted from outright performance gains to regulatory interpretation. With power unit architecture undergoing significant revision, even marginal mechanical parameters are now being examined under closer scrutiny by rival manufacturers. Engine development remains one of the most tightly regulated areas under the new framework, and any perceived grey zone has quickly become a focal point of debate. Differences in measurement methodology rather than hardware itself have emerged as a potential source of disagreement among suppliers attempting to maximize efficiency within the limits defined by the FIA. Against this backdrop, Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff addressed the growing controversy surrounding the compression ratio of the team's power unit, describing the situation as a storm in a teacup when speaking to motorsport.com during pre-season testing in Bahrain. He suggested that the team is no longer willing to contest the negative reaction directed at the matter. Under the 2026 regulations, the compression ratio has been reduced from 18.1 to 16.1. However, Article C5.4.3 specifies that a static test at ambient temperature is the only approved method for measurement. Reports indicated that Mercedes may have found a way to increase the ratio while the engine is operating under dynamic conditions, prompting concern among the other 4 power unit manufacturers. It was confirmed on Wednesday that all rival suppliers intend to vote on a proposal to revise the measurement procedure, with implementation potentially taking place after the summer break. Wolff reiterated that the performance difference in question amounts to only 2 to 3 horsepower, although Red Bull world champion Max Verstappen stated that you definitely need to add a 0 to that. Responding to the issue in SAGA, Wolff said to the outlet that if the numbers that were circulating were true, I would understand someone fighting against it, but in the end it's not worth it. He added that continuing under the current interpretation or adopting revised regulations doesn't make much difference to Mercedes, emphasizing the team's intention to act as good citizens in the sport. Wolff also acknowledged that while there may be philosophical disagreement regarding regulatory flexibility, the pressure applied by the other manufacturers left Mercedes with limited options. If you have 4 other power unit manufacturers pushing the FIA at a certain point, what choice do we have but not to play along? He stated, noting that the team had even considered lodging a protest on Friday in Melbourne. Separately, motorsport.com reported earlier this week that Mercedes Petronas Fuel is facing a race against time to secure homologation ahead of the season opener in Australia from March 6 to 8. Wolff dismissed speculation surrounding legality, stating that claims regarding both the compression ratio and the fuel were a complete lie. What's your take on this situation? Share your opinion below and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Formula One updates.